What's up, YouTube? Southern Comic Geek coming to you with a Walmart pack unpacking. That's right, some new Walmart comic book packs are out, and I managed to snag quite a few. So if you want to see what I picked up today, well, you know the drill. You're going to have to stay tuned for the video. Now, before we get into all of this comic book goodness, go ahead and smash that like button. Hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification so when videos like this drop ever so randomly, you were one of the first people to know and can make the conscious decision as to whether or not to watch it now or later. As long as you watch it, we appreciate you. So I saw somewhere that some new Walmart comic packs were out, and everybody was sounding the bells and the alarms to go out there and check out your local Walmart, of which I did, but none were available until today. So I also had somebody reach out to me on IG and ask me about some incentive ratios that somebody had told them that were in the new Walmart comic book packs. They said if anyone would know, it would be you. I certainly don't fancy myself as a Walmart comic pack aficionado. However, I have opened quite a few in my day, if you know what I mean. So let's see what we got here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 packs. 9 packs, which means there's 27 comics, because in a Marvel comic book pack, there are only 3 books. So let's see what we got. And interestingly enough, most of these appear to just be the A covers and not Walmart specials, which maybe something is different with Marvel now, that not all of them are special or exclusive to Walmart, meaning the first cover comic that's in the pack is not inclusive to Walmart only. So first off, we've got the Return of the Valkyries, number 3. Looks to be a Phil Noto cover. And yeah, this is a Return of the Valkyries, number 3. Looks like to be a King in Black tie-in. Variant cover there. We've got Wolverine, number 8, which is also issue 350 legacy numbering. So that would be cool, had I not already had that one. And then we've got Star Wars War of the Bounty Hunters, Most Wanted. Now, it says there's a variant edition on the back, but I'm almost positive I have one just like it that I picked up at my LCS before it closed. So that's interesting. Steve McNiven cover, nevertheless, pretty dope. So there is one pack down. So appreciate everyone who has already subbed up the channel. What if you have not done so? If you're not familiar with the channel, maybe the YouTube algorithm is pushing this up and out to you because you were interested in Walmart comic packs, then just know that I do unboxings like this, mystery boxes, comic book auctions, rants, etc., etc. So if you have not already, I would appreciate a sub up if you have not already. Then we've got Eternals, number 1. This is some kind of variant cover there. I'd originally picked up the Eternals run because I'm not overly familiar with Eternals. I'm a little leery when they have the bajillion covers to number 1 because it tells me that we might be a little lacking on the story part, so we're going to try to sell it through covers alone. They did have some fire covers. I will give them that. But the story was okay, but it wasn't enough to wrap me in. I think I dropped it at issue 4 or issue 5. So then we got Savage Avengers Annual number 1. This was a pretty hot series. David Finch was doing a lot of the covers, and Duggan was writing it, and it was a pretty cool series, and it just kind of went downhill. I think it was supposed to get canceled, then it got selling better and it didn't, and COVID happened, and just a whole bunch of drama went on that kept it from being what it might have could have been. All right, so we got Iron Man versus Quantum. This is Iron Man Annual number 1. Looks like somebody's trying to imitate the Kirby crackle right there. Iron Man versus Quantum. So Been a long time. Never been a huge Iron Man fan. Been a long time since I've read any Iron Man. Read it consistently. I've read here and there, and the ones I read led me to not worry about wanting to read anything else. When they, even though he looks exactly like his father, Howard Stark, but Howard Stark's not his dad. It's a Hydra spy, and then you kill Tony Stark off just because you want to replace him with somebody else, and et cetera, et cetera. So let's see what we got right here. Okay. So we got Venom #1, the sketch cover. So that's pretty dope. So Venom 1 or Legacy number 166. This is from the Donny Cates run. So that's not a huge book, but it's a decent book, and it's a sketch cover. So if somebody's apt to like Venom in particular, definitely a cool book to have. Then we got Captain Marvel number 24. Pretty cool cover, but Captain Marvel is one of those that they just try to overhype. I don't like. Okay, and then this is X-Men 1. Now, as much as I talked recently on my channel about X-Men 2 and the new X-Men series Jerry Duggan's writing, and I'm really enjoying it. It's only 2 issues in, but thus far enjoying it. And it's like classic old school X-Men. So I'm really digging it. I went all in on these #1 covers. I already have one, but this is the cover that I bought at a Second and Charles, and some doofus put the price sticker on the cover instead of the board and bag. I thought it was on the bag. I just looked at it. It's like, oh yeah, it's on the bag. No big deal. Well, then when I took it out, it was on the cover and it left a tear. So I'll change that one out and I'll have me a new one. But and have that. But if you like X-Men and you like old school type X-Men, then thus far that's what the vibes I get from that series. Let's see what we got here. We got Amazing Spider-Man 59, or Legacy number 860, the Mech Strike variant. Got Venom 30, the variant edition. That's a Stegman cover. I think all the Venom books kind of cooled off when storyline kind of lost its mojo. And then we got Star Wars High Republic number 6. And this is a variant edition, but I'm almost positive that I have this cover already. So it's like, what's variant about it? Let me look it up on my trusty CLZ app. High Republic. And it says it listed as regular Phil Noto cover. Doesn't. Oh, the coloring. So this is the regular one. And as you can see, the lettering is white. The lettering on this is yellow. So I knew that they did some of that with some of the Thor covers. And so that might be why, to me, just at first glance, that the books are exactly the same. And they're not. There's a slight little variation, which matters to some people, and some people it doesn't really matter. Some people just want one copy to finish the run out, or to read the story, or that there's not enough difference in the cover to warrant paying an extra $4 to get. So that's all understandable. Some people are completionists. Okay, let's see what we got on this one. We've got the Return of the Valkyries number 3, the Black History Month variant, with the Valkyrie, as you saw in Ragnarok. Then we got Savage Avengers number 20. Look at that, Steven Spot. Reflection. He's probably already got that one. And then we got Extreme Carnage Alpha. Extreme Carnage Alpha. Got Scream and Agent Venom, or Agent Anti-Venom maybe, on there. Don't know anything about all of that. So I actually got 2 of those Extreme Carnage packs. So hopefully it's not the exact same books behind there. So we've got Fantastic Four, number 26, or Legacy 671, the Phoenix variant. Got Namor hanging out with a shark with the Phoenix. So it's not the exact same pack. That's good. They got Marauders number 19. Marauders number 19. So as I mentioned earlier, Jerry Duggan wrote Marauders. It was a hit and miss series for me. I know a lot of people loved it. Just hit and miss. And oh, okay. So this is one that I don't have, because I had 1 through 17. I didn't have 18 or 19. And then I picked up 20 because it was a classic cover of the classic look with Mohawk Storm and Kitty Pryde. And then, so I picked up 20. Then I picked up 21. I think I ended up with 21. Why did I get 21? I don't even remember. Oh, I got 21. That was part of the Hellfire Gala for some reason. Then I got 22 because it was a cool Kitty Pryde cover there. And so didn't have 19. So that's pretty dope. I liked what they did with like the updated look with Bishop. That's kind of cool, but I didn't like what they were doing with Iceman, which that predates Jerry Duggan, so can't really blame all that on him. But I really didn't like some of what they were doing with Kate Pratt. It was just like so out of character. But some of it was kind of cool. And then we got the Extreme Carnage Alpha again. So let's see what we got in this pack right here. And while I am opening this pack, let me show you this. If you are not familiar with the channel, especially, or if you are, that's fine too. We do have channel membership, both on Patreon and YouTube. And the links are both in the description below. And you can find out for yourself if membership is right for you. These are people right here that have supported the channel through that monthly membership. And one of the many benefits that they have is the giveaways that we do every month. So this past month's giveaways were the Ultimate Fallout number 4 second print A cover and B cover. Both 9.4s with the Miles Morales labels on there. So if you are interested in finding out the rest of the benefits associated with the memberships, check the links out below. And if you want to, you can join. If you don't, that's fine too. All right, so we got Nonstop Spider-Man. Now, this is a pretty dope cover. Never seen this. Nonstop Spider-Man number 1. I have seen a couple covers with Nonstop Spider-Man. If I'm not mistaken, No Good Comics' dad did one, or that might have been another Spider-Man, but I was thinking it was Nonstop. And then I saw a cool David Finch one. I think it's like the A cover, but this is a variant cover. And I don't even know who that is on the cover because it looks kind of like a Ghost Rider. So if you know, let me know in the comments down below who in the world that is. Then we got Tony Stark Iron Man, issue number 1, or legacy number 601. Again, I've tried to get into Iron Man, especially in this day and age. Just hadn't been doing it for me. There's enough really good stuff out there to not waste your time or money on okay stuff. We got Black Cat Infinite Destinies. So Black Cat Infinite Destinies. This is annual number 1, variant edition. I'm not sure if it's very different from what another one might be, or if it's just the coloring of the title that's different, but that is the front comic. So therefore it is the Walmart edition there. And lastly, we are down to the last 2. If you haven't already, before you forget, go ahead and smash that like button. All right, so we got Iron Fist, Heart of the Dragon. Is that a Ron Lim cover? Yep. Ron Lim cover. Larry Hama did a story on this. The story started off pretty good, and it just quickly fizzled out and just was like, yeah, especially how it ended. Okay, we got New Mutants number 17. This is the variant edition, and it has Mirage, or Danny Moonstar, whatever she wants to call herself, as the Valkyrie. For those of you who have known New Mutants for a long time, you know at one point she left the New Mutants to stay in Asgard and became a Valkyrie. And then later on, X-Force brings her back as a little different character, as a bad guy, really. So let me see, because New Mutants was one of those. Okay, so I don't have 17, so if I wanted, I could keep it. So New Mutants was one of those titles that Jonathan Hickman was co-writing with somebody else. And when Hickman wrote it, it was good. When the other person, not so much. And it kind of fizzled out on me. So I might keep this one. Might keep this one. Looking at the art in here. Let's see who did the art. Rod Reese. I'm trying to remember what he's done before. So kind of looks like Sienkiewicz type art in here, which if you read the New Mutants back in the 80s, that's who was drawing it. So, all right, then we got Aliens number 4. This is a Ron Lim cover. If you ever get a chance to meet Ron Lim, he's a really nice guy. Of course, he's a quintessential cosmic / Silver Surfer artist from back in the 90s. If you want him to do art, it's going to cost you more to get a Thanos. He's probably done so many Thanoses that. Yeah, so Aliens number 4. I've heard that it's pretty good as far as the story's concerned. I've been more of a Predator guy than an Aliens guy. Not that I'm a big Predator guy, but it's just so I have heard some good things, but I have not read it. If you've read Aliens, the new series, try it. This knife is getting dull, but I don't want to carve too deep into it because it'll go past that backing board and into the comic. If you've read Aliens, the new Marvel series, and like it or don't like it, let me know in the comments down below. Oh, great. Looks like we got a copy pack here. Got Iron Fist, Heart of the Dragon, number 1. Look familiar. Okay, this is different. We got Wolverine number 7. This is the issue part 16 of the X of Swords. And talking about X of Swords and X-Men earlier, even as decent as Wolverine's been, it couldn't save the X of Swords bit. It was just garbage from the get-go. You know, it was one of those storylines that you could have done in like as many X books as there are. You could have done like one time across every X book and been done with it. But they stretched it out 2 times plus some the beginning and the end shots. It's like, really? This is not really worth it. And then we got another Aliens number 4 Ron Lim cover. So that's it, folks. 9 packs, 27 comics. So they're usually about cover price because you're paying right under $9 plus tax. So depending on where you buy them out as to what the taxes are. Usually comics run $3.99 plus tax. So it's a little bit under that. If you can catch them before they get all bent like the old newsstands used to do. And occasionally you got a chance that there might be a big book in there. So there is some kind of monetary value you got to put with that. But overall, they're okay, especially these. Got a couple of keepers and got that Venom sketch cover was probably the biggest one in there. And then the other ones I'm going to sell. So no harm, no foul. Got a chance at getting something on top of that and got some YouTube content that somebody's going to smash that like button for, I trust. But tell me what you think in the comments down below. Are you picking up these Walmart packs? Some Walmarts don't even carry these comics, which brings sad emojis. But for those of you who are lucky enough to have those Walmart packs, then let me know in the description below. Drop that hammer on the like button, subscribe buttons, and bell notifications. And until next time, keep reading and keep collecting. Adios.